generic just means like it's run of the mill. It's just like all the other ones.
But a lot of times they use it in a bad sense, like Dragon's Crown. How they say it's a generic RPG setting and generic all that. It's like
because it's fantasy.
It's
medieval,
fantasy. Yeah, so it's like okay, you can just say that instead.
Yeah, but that's
because most people who nowadays think of generic, they think of it's bad. It's the same. It's a copy off of something.
Well, it's a generic, like it's medieval fantasy.
Yeah, but it's that.
Dungeons and Dragons. It's the same thing. It always is.
But that's like, okay, Dragon's Dogma does Dungeons and Dragons too.
Yeah, it's generic.
But
it's not original.
Yeah, but me and you have used the word how it's supposed to, unlike other people who use that as a bad sense. Like
I got you.
Yeah, I just don't like that.
I got you. You don't like that has a negative connotation.
Yeah.
To it. That when people see generic, they're like, oh, jeez.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, but that's not the people using the word. That's the people not understanding. Generic isn't bad. Generic is just that it's the same.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you have to...
I hiccuped right there, so that's why it sounded like I was going through puberty. It is.
I'm guessing you have to turn...
Yeah, I know. I gotta turn it.
No, because I've never seen this puzzle before.
I remember this puzzle. I just don't remember how to turn it.
This is my first time
Maybe
seeing
if I
it.
read this. Like my soul has been shattered, your path forward is fragmented. Rebuild my soul and open the path. Rebuild my soul.
So if you go towards the camera back,
rebuild
there was a thing.
My soul. Where?
Keep going, right? Yeah.
Hey!
Rebuild my soul. A T. So I'm assuming you have to like line them up in the thing.
Yep. No need to assume. That's exactly what it is. It's a puzzle.
Oh wow.
Whee! Okay. Take the long one and put that somewhere. I'll take this and put that somewhere. Oh, this is fun.
Great.
Good for you!
But yeah, we went on a bit of a tangent road.
I don't care. It's better than mobbing and crap.
But yeah, I agree with the whole palette swap thing.
It's like a weird thing that I noticed the other day. I was just like, Jesus Christ, this guy calls this shit lazy. And I'm like, you just make videos on the tube. Like, you're not freaking, oh my god, dude. You're acting like, oh man, lazy. Unlike me, who just literally rips out the video from freaking Twitch and just posts it on his channel. Like, yeah, that's not lazy at all. That's super hard work. Unlike these game designers that get paid, tons of money to freaking make a game. To design things.
But I gotta be that douche. But what if how do you can tell the difference between bad game design and good game design?
That's subjective.
Yeah.
Good game design. That's all opinion based. There's no such thing as
there's
such thing as a good or bad game design.
I'm not trying to be against you. I'm just saying
just
throwing it out there.
I'm saying.
Because I'm like, okay, was somebody like, oh well, you played this game, and you said this game is horrible game design and horrible, but it's like someone spent time on this game.
But then I asked, what is it
Yeah.
that's enjoyable? Because to me, it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
To me, those puzzles are not enjoyable. To me,
like this.
The horrible camera angle is horrible. Mm-hmm. To me, that's why I preface my shit with, why? Why do you like this?
That's exactly what I was saying about because I played. A lot of people hate it, but I played the entire Lightning series.
Oh God.
So I played through the whole thing. I played from 13.1, 13.2, and Lightning Returns, and I beat Lightning Returns recently. Now I can see a lot of the cool stuff in that game. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's like, oh, okay, The battle system is more action based, which is nice. You know, everything's more real time. So I have more control for lightning. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I don't have any gripes with the game, and like I knew what I was going into when I bought it, because I knew the story was gonna be shit, because the story in 13 was shit, and the story in 13.2 was decent. So I wasn't, and the thing is, thinking about like a lot of fun, like 12's story wasn't that great, and everybody can nitpick on every story in Final Fantasy. Everybody can nitpick. There's something that people don't like about the story in every game. What? I'm being real. That's true, dude. I mean, there's people who hate Final Fantasy VII, and it's like, that's their opinion. There's people who like, you know, what the? For real? I mean, there's people who, I guarantee there's people who think that freaking Call of Duty's campaigns are amazing. Which, some of them do have good stories to it. But it's like, it's what it is. It's a shooter. So it's like, what can you do differently besides, you know, someone invade, oh, okay, there we go. Someone invading something, like something invading America, and, you know, oh, like, we've seen that 1,000 times.
Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns is terrible. That's not an opinion, it's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact. The thing, what my thing is, calling something lazy and then doing something like making YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
That was my point.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're a game designer yourself, I find it a little...
Because lazy, that's a harsh word.
Almost offensive that people would be like, that's lazy.
Because
you make videos on the tubes.
Yeah.
You don't, I don't know, you're not a brain surgeon or like
something
like
super,
a game designer.
Yeah.
Or like you wouldn't know if it's lazy because you just don't know. Like when Major Nelson told Angry Joe,
are you a game designer?
Are you a game designer?
Because Angry Joe was like,
right?
What was he talking
like
about?
That's a legitimate question, because he was like, oh, it's super easy to get rid of DRM.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah.
He said it was really easy to get rid of DRM, and it's like, but you don't know that. You're just saying that.
You think it's like
so it's like
of a
we
button.
we don't know how hard it is to make a character animate and how like be a real thing. So
because okay, like
we don't
for
design
instance,
games.
For Skullgirls, like the whole concept of Skullgirls is, you know, it's a 2D fighter, so it's like that game will do hell. Like, oh man, but it's like making a character, then animating it, then, you know, trying to make this character alive, giving it the voices. Then editing all the voices to make sure it fits the character.
Yeah, and all the mechanics of just the fighting game.
Yeah, like that shit would take months. That's why like when games used to take like 5, 6, 7 years.
But you know, that's another example of a small
team. Yeah.
Yeah, and like talking shit about small teams is like, I don't know.
It's the worst you can do, because it's like,
it's
come on.
messed up. And like, I'm not like an indie dude, because I don't buy indie games, you know.
I bought a couple.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, but
Child of Light.
you PC though.
No. Child of Light I bought for PS4.
Okay. Okay. And how many other indie games do you have for the PS3 or PS4?
I have a couple.
Right, a couple.
But
yeah. But for PC, you have more.
No, not really.
You have to have more because there's not that many.
I don't. The only games I have as indie is like 3.
Okay,
yeah.
And how many do you have for the PlayStation and shit that just started getting?
3.
Okay, then so you. All right.
Yeah.
Even though Castle Crashers doesn't really count, considering it came out 3 years after
but it still,
and got ported over.
but it's still made by a small team.
After Behemoth became bigger.
Yeah,
so.
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like.
And Child of Light was also like, I'm pretty sure it was Sony. That,
no.
Yeah, because it came out for what's the name, right?
Well, it came out for all systems.
Oh, it came out for all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But but it was made by a small team. It was made by just the writer of like Far Cry 3 or some shit like that.
Wait. What?
Yeah.
Then that's not small. That's Ubi.
Yeah, but the big
but
development.
that's Ubi. No,
okay,
that's
I get it, like a team, like a development team.
No, I'm talking about like Behemoth or
like those ones you don't really hear much of.
What's the name of the guys who made Killer Instinct?
Oh, Double Helix.
Double Helix, yeah, like those smaller teams.
Well, yeah.
Like not by Ubisoft.
I get it.
Those guys make everything. Jesus. Watch Dogs is coming out?
Yeah. And it looks good.
Yeah.
People bitched, ooh, the downgrade. It looks like a PS3 game, but no. The game looks legitimately great.
I don't care.
And it has freaking Dark Souls PvP style type of shit where people can evade you.
I don't care about graphics at all.
Yeah, but just the fact that people are all like,
that's
what
it
seems like.
Stuff.
And you know, which is hilarious though. And I was talking to Jahara the other day how we were talking about price and reviews, and how I noticed there's a couple of things. And
come on.
How people try to measure a game by its hours.
Yeah, no.
Like that's the new shit I was thinking about that I don't like.
Well, I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't think price belongs anywhere in reviews.
No, but price.
We should talk about that.
Yes.
We should do like a 10-minute episode just on that shit. Because that is something that does not belong in a review for any reason whatsoever.